you're not allowed to use the fat word. You know, you can use almost any word, but you can't use the fat word. If you call somebody fat, it's career ending.
Hey everyone, today's video will hopefully be the shortest that I've done so far, and we're going to look at how Trump fulfills what I would consider to be a characteristic of the final beast / Antichrist before the return of Messiah. And so if you're not familiar here, this is Daniel's chapter 7, verse 20 is what we're going to look at. But we're at the part where it's talking about a fourth beast, and that this beast has many horns, and the final horn that it has eyes and a mouth that speaks pompous words, and whose appearance was greater than his fellows. And so this beast that had this horn, this what would be called the little horn, was making war against the saints and prevailing against them until the Ancient of Days came, and judgment was made in favor of the saints of the Most High, and the time came for the saints to possess the kingdom. So this is the final beast right before the return of Messiah. And so what I want to look at is that it's giving us a clue of what to look for. And this final beast has a mouth that speaks pompous words. That's I shouldn't have to explain that too much as in regards to Trump. He's very pompous, and he doesn't stop talking really. But something that might be very interesting to people is the fact that this beast will have an appearance greater than his fellows, and I wanted to dive into that much more. So let's get right into it real quick. We're scrolling down through this interlinear, and so here it says the eyes and a mouth that spoke very great things, which is pompous things. And we're looking at here whose look. So this is the King James and the interlinear, whose appearance was more stout. So in the New King James it says greater. In the King James it says stout, and that word is rab. And so it's basically saying it's used as the word great, or as a captain or a chief. So kind of also understood as stout. But if we look at this meaning as in greater or bigger or stout, stout meaning in body fat, meaning bigger and fatter, or maybe more bold, or forceful. And so if we were looking at that as the definition, and we consider that as what it's trying to tell us here, that his appearance is more fatter or greater than his fellows. And his fellows would be basically associates or companions, people that are on the same level as him, which would be world leaders, so presidents or kings. And so let's take a look at that. Here we have a picture of him with some global allies, some world leaders, and he's clearly bigger than all of them. And I mean, he might be just a smidge shorter than Trudeau, but he's definitely in greater appearance and size. Another example here, greater in size. He just looks bigger. This is the G20 summit. Here he is, giant compared to everyone else. And so I just wanted to kind of show that as a quick example of how he's meeting this part of Scripture for the Antichrist. And I want to kind of plug in Maria here. She's got a blog, Isaiah617.blogspot.com. I'll link it somewhere for you to find. She kind of goes through this as well. And so just maybe take a look at that as well.